So my name is Danny Milisavljevic. I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Physics and Astronomy at Purdue University. So Cassiopeia A is the remains of a star that exploded. Astronomers will call this a supernova remnant. Supernova because the star exploded, remnant because it's the debris field, the leftovers. Okay? The light from that supernova explosion arrived here first around the year 1680, so something like 340 years ago. But that light took a long time to get here because the remnant is 11,000 light years away. So it had to make that journey before it first arrived. The James Webb Space Telescope is the largest, most complex, most powerful telescope ever launched into space. It's been designed to observe the light from the most distant galaxies on the edge of the observable universe. It's so well matched to do this and much better than previous missions because it's sensitive to infrared light. So light, as it travels these tremendous distances in space, actually gets stretched to longer wavelengths. So what starts as ultraviolet or the optical light that we can see gets stretched into the infrared. So that's why Webb is so perfect for being able to see the distant universe. It just so happens, actually, that the infrared light is also associated with cooler gas. And in the case of Cassiopeia A, there's a lot of cooler gas in the center of the explosion that we want to be able to map out with exquisite detail to understand how the explosion took place. We're excited about the new data from the James Webb Space Telescope because they may provide the final pieces to the puzzle we're trying to understand. Okay? When you look at Cass A, that is the remains of an exploded star. Okay? And there's a lot to unpack. We want to understand the type of star that was there prior to explosion. We want to understand the complex physics involved of the implosion, explosion, and ultimately we want to understand the amount of material that it sends out into interstellar space. Okay? It's this material, right? It's the raw materials that make up the elements that make life possible. So the iron in our blood, the calcium in our bones, the oxygen we breathe, all these come from supernova explosions. And for decades since the remnant was first discovered, we've been puzzling over trying to understand all of these questions. And it may very well be that these Webb data provide those final few pieces that allow us to construct the entire puzzle.